Hello everybody, it's Ross here from Man City Fan TV. Yes, I am wearing a beanie and yes, I'm still in Australia. Pretty cold today and the hair is rather a mess, so I thought I'd save you all from that sight and wear a beanie and also keep myself warm at the same time. Anyway, here today to give everybody some transfer updates. We're well aware that we've not been doing that on a daily basis, however we just thought we'd have a wait and compile some of them together. We'll have a look at who we've been linked with so far, who is looking at an exit from the club and who has actually gone from the club. We'll also, at the time of recording this, be able to reveal our first signing of the season, or pre-season if you like. So without further ado, let's get into who we've been linked with. Well, unless you've been under a rock during Euro 2020 or 2021 as the year we're in, then you would know that we've been linked with Jack Grealish, hashtag haircut. So the Aston Villa midfielder is reportedly reconsidering his much loved departure from the club Aston Villa with £100 million move to Man City. That's been reported in several sources across the globe really, but latest in the Mail on July the 18th. Apparently City are interested and want to pick up Jack after the Euro tournament, but Aston Villa, as you wouldn't be surprised, are determined to keep hold of him and apparently have open talks about a new deal. Who else have we been linked with? Well, yes, another one. You'd have to be hiding for several months if you've not heard this one, but Harry Kane. Harry Kane and his England teammates believe he could refuse to even return to pre-season training with Tottenham. Obviously, this is all paper talk, radio talk, and people in the know. However, he will likely want to force a move from Spurs. As we all know, Spurs will not want to lose their prize asset. It was widely reported in the Telegraph and on Sky Sports that Harry Kane was subject to £100 million bid from Manchester City, including players. However, Pep Guardiola, as usual, came in there and said at the prices quoted, we will not be buying any strikers. It is impossible and we cannot afford to do that. And that's what he said on Catalan Network TV in July. Apparently, as we know, we are struggling financially due to the COVID restrictions and the lack of fans in the game over the last 2 seasons, and we are no exception to that. Apparently, as well, Pep is happy with having Gabby 1 goal and Ferran Torres, who has obviously had an incredible Euro tournament. We have also spoke about having young players in the academies, and we also last year know that the success was brought playing with a false 9. So who knows? If you ask me, would I like Harry Kane in the team? Of course, that would be absolutely fantastic. He's a proven goal scorer at Premier League level. He's England captain. He's done it on every stage. And who wouldn't score with balls coming through from the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Foden, Mahrez and Sterling? We've also recently been linked with Robert Lewandowski. Apparently City as Premier League champions are monitoring what is going there. If it proves too difficult to sign Harry Kane or another striker, we may go in for a player like that. And if you look at his stats, as Andy looked at in one of the earlier vlogs in the last few weeks, unbelievable player. Yes, he's coming to that age bracket where he wouldn't be for more than 2 or 3 season tops. But is he a top quality striker? Yes. Would he score goals in the Premier League? I definitely think so. And I, for one, would love to see him in a blue shirt. Another striker that we've been linked with over the past few weeks is Antoine Griezmann. However, it has been widely reported that City have ruled out of a swoop for Griezmann because they would prefer to focus on 2 people I mentioned earlier in the vlog, Harry Kane and Jack Grealish. We'll see how that one develops. We're all well aware that Barcelona want to get people off the wage bill, and who knows, Griezmann could end up going back to one of his former clubs or maybe somewhere else. So like in every transfer window and pre-season, there is always speculations about players already at the club. So who are the players who've been most recently linked with an exit away from our beloved Man City? Well, one of those players was Rehab Mahrez. For me, in final half of the season last year, he was brilliant. I think he was one of the main reasons we qualified for the Champions League final, and I think he proved a lot of the doubting City fans wrong. That said, City are set to offer Rehab Mahrez a new contract due to that starring role that he played in the latter part of the Premier League winning campaign. If the reports are suggested to be true, and that is not the case, then he would be made available for a transfer, and I think surely we would be hoping to recoup 60 to 70 million for a player like Mahrez in the current market. Another player who I would be very upset to see leave the Etihad would be Raheem Sterling, but there has been a lot of speculation around Sterling's exit from Man City, rumoured to be possibly part of the cash plus player deal for Harry Kane offered during or before the Euros. However, after his great campaign in the Euros, being one of England's best players, and also highly contributing to the goals and assists for Man City in every season, even though last season he was considered to have a poorer season, shall we say, than recent campaigns. I, for one, don't want Raheem Sterling to leave the club. I think he will stay, and rumour has it recently that he will be signing a new deal after a change of heart from both player and club after the Euros. Another player who is heavily rumoured to be leaving the club, and there's another player who was linked with the player plus cash deal for Harry Kane, is Gabby One Goal. And the big club that seemed to be in for Gabby is Juventus. And the Sun reported on July the 16th that they're ready to up their interest in Gabby, and he's their top target, even though Ronaldo is tipped to stay yet another year. So let's focus on confirmed Man City departures as I record this vlog. So, of course, a really sad one for every Blue, and I think everybody wishes he would have stayed, although the decision is probably right for the club and the player himself, is Sergio Aguero, who has joined Barcelona on a free. Following Sergio to Barcelona, we're becoming a bit of a feeder club for those guys at the moment. Looking at the speculation linking them with other players in the current City squad was Eric Garcia. One player for myself who I am not sorry to see leave the club. I think there's better players in that position. I'm not surprised if we don't sign anyone to replace that. And for me, good luck to Eric. However, I won't be missing him. Jack Harrison, who obviously has had successful loan spells outside the club, particularly with Leeds, has joined Leeds on a permanent deal for an undisclosed fee. And then the rest of the players who have actually left the club are academy or younger players who've not really been able to break into the first team, and so have left on permanent deals or have left on loan deals to gain experience and hopefully break into the City side, which is no mean feat. So just to list those off, we have Daniel Grimshaw, who has joined Blackpool on a free. Taylor Hardwood-Bellis has joined Vincent Kompany at Anderlecht on loan for the season. James Trafford has gone to Accrington on loan to pick up some experience. Gavin Bazunu has joined Portsmouth on loan. I'm sure that will be a great move after his loan stint last year. Lewis Fioroni has joined Lincoln on loan. Alexander Robertson has gone to Ross County on loan. No association with myself there. Callum Doyle has joined Sunderland on loan, and Lucas Nemicha has moved to Wolfsburg for an undisclosed fee. So good luck to Lucas. I am sure he will score lots of goals for Wolfsburg. And as promised, we can now officially unveil City's first pre-season signing. And what a coup this is. If you've not seen this yet, hold on to your seats. This is an absolutely amazing transfer. I, for one, was surprised we were able to get this talented player into the club and we didn't have to fight off more competition. Apparently, we were into double figures on the amount of clubs that were interested in this player. And yes, it is the one and only Scott Carson. Looking forward to him potentially getting 1 or maybe 2 games in the next 3 years.